Previously on Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc.
As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Yay!
What were we supposed to do?
So creepy!
If you don't mind, I will
What are you supposed to do in an investigation?
Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
To you, maybe.
What? For real?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library.
Technically, Bianca, you did, but you know.
I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
That's my question.
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first.
This just
You
makes
said
me hate
that
him
as
even
long
more.
as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone.
Yeah, he's such
But
a
in
douchebag.
spite
He's
of that
A
promise,
massive dick.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
Hello.
What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's a big difference.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things.
There's one clear difference between the two murders. Okay. In the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and stomach. Here you'll see a clear difference.
The victim's fatal injury, the style of the bloody message.
Well, I would think they're talking about the injuries, because... Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
It's very different.
Yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders. Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
Yeah, it's a little weird.
So,
It's a little
are you saying
intense.
the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right. The second difference is related to how she was suspended. In the photos of the other Genocide Jack cases, all the other victims were stabbed through their hands. Ugh. That's an image. Which I know they've shown, but geez, that's an image. Here you'll see a clear difference.
what was used to suspend her, when she was suspended,
How the body was
how the
posed.
body was posed.
Well, I would think it would be this one again.
I got it! Do you remember what the
Nailed
killer
it.
used to suspend her? They used
Had a rough
some
start,
kind
but
of
we're doing
rope to
okay.
hang her up by her wrists.
What
Yeah,
is your
not bad.
point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said,
How do
I'm
you
a
get that many
professional,
pairs of
so
custom
naturally
scissors?
I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's 2 differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
I did not expect him to end up with that
My word,
nickname.
You really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
Pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Let's see. There was a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit it? If you look at the means of every victim, what you'll notice is I think I figured it out. I know why she couldn't have killed Chihiro.
Because Chihiro was her friend, because Chihiro was her lover, because Chihiro was a girl.
Okay. We're going with the last one.
Gotta answer it for now.
Yep.
Is it because
It does not feel
Chihiro
good.
was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the
No.
money!
It does not.
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
They were all dudes. Okay. Cool. I get to read the names again on
You
this
need a
horrible
hand with that?
background. Yes, please.
Ken Hirata, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Issei, 14. Takashi Yoshida, 30.
Again, a huge, like, range in ages here.
Komatsuna Taro, Takefumi Gono, Uchida Naohia, Takeshi Masamune, Yuto Yumejima. There was no end to it.
Cool, I appreciate it.
Not a problem.
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
Oh no.
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So, since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
What
I'm sorry.
Chefs suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid.
Like, just the phrasing on that.
Too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it.
You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy, but that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly?
Byakuya, just accept being
I
wrong.
would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect.
That's a very good point.
That does make some amount of sense. Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class, envy of the entire world scissors!
She's a connoisseur.
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that? Da-da-da-da!
Why does she have those?
She's fully equipped!
That's
Is
right!
it the
So I can
killing
kill
game?
anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or
I mean, I
ropes when
guess
have
that's a
my
fair
trusty
answer.
scissors by my side?
I can't even think of a rebuttal for
And
that.
can you gutter dogs, all of you?
They want killing. Why take away your weapons?
Not
That's
to mention,
fair.
I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
In this
But
particular
the
case,
body really
it's
was
possible.
suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on. There is one person. One person who could have copied the Genocide Jack case. One person? Well, wouldn't it be the one guy that knew about it?
It would be.
Because like, where the hell is he? There he is.
There it is.
Here's my answer.
Once again, I could have probably just went
Byakuya,
left.
It's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd
Well,
have
yeah.
no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records.
Correct.
Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her. So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Well,
Bruh.
Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
And the locker rooms? They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree?
Maybe he looked in there before we got there?
Maybe he did.
Because, like, I don't know.
He does seem to have known already.
Because, like, I mean, what would stop him? I feel like nothing, you know? Like, he wouldn't give a shit. He wouldn't give enough of a shit to wait.
The giant gun on the ceiling might have stopped him.
Fair enough. Huh? Suspicious.
It seems nobody's searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right?
Yeah, like he
Since
already
you're a
kind of.
guy,
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say?
I guess he could have searched that one
The
first.
victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
on the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
I mean, wouldn't it just be the fact that he knew it was Chihiro? There was a clear connection, contradiction in what Byakuya just said. I need to make it clear to everyone.
A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more?
Is this another thing we... Okay, you know what? Let's read it.
Next, we're going to add something called a true flashback. This is the thing I was talking about before.
Okay.
If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the left mouse button, then you'll memorize that weak spot.
Interesting.
This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet.
Okay.
If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder.
I see. So once we grab it, we have to hold on to it and use it.
Yeah, and then once you use it, it's gone unless you have to go grab it again.
Right. Okay.
However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case.
Okay, I can see this getting a little fiddly.
When's the best time to flashback? Well, you'll just have to use your keen wits, won't you?
Oh, that's not something I'm good at.
In this case, though, I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything.
I mean, fair enough. Why else bring up the tutorial?
Yep. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Here we go. I'm immediately less confident, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, Monokuma file number 2.
Yeah, we don't need that.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker
Okay.
room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about
I should have
that?
grabbed that, shouldn't I?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
Wait, so...
It's one or the other. Yeah, shoot one at the other, so... might as well take a stab at it.
No, I'm confused. Hang on. Hearing Byakuya's comment about Chihiro being a girl, I realized there's a clear contradiction there. Because it doesn't make sense. How could he have known before we'd even found it? Okay. Okay. I got it.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Uh-huh.
But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out,
That's unnatural.
The victim was Chihiro, who was... So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
Hifumi, dude, wait, hold on.
Now you have to take that one and fire it at the other statement.
I'm confused. I don't understand.
You just use this to strike at the other statement.
Wait, so did
You
I
fire
get?
it like any other truth?
No,
bullet. Yeah, you got it.
I understand that. I'm just like, did I get the right one? Because I'm very confused.
Hard to say until you try hitting a statement with it.
Like, do I have to go like through one pass to grab the one and then the other one to shoot it? I'm very confused.
Yes, you do.
Okay, because that, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, this is not the best feature in the game.
Cool, awesome.
It's very clunky.
I hate it immediately. Okay, it's
Yeah.
fine. Okay, I need to make that contradiction clear. But then what do I shoot this one at?
So,
The
you
other
said Byakuya
colored
was
statement,
acting
which
kinda
is
weird
that
before
one.
we found the body.
What the
But he was acting weird. How?
If you're
Damn it.
presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely. That's unnatural.
The victim was Chihiro, so of course I would
Okay.
suggest...
there was no time. What's so
Did-
I wish you'd taken me with you.
So I have to shoot it like immediately.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
No?
Wasn't it? Must be the other way around then.
Shoot!
Wait, so
There's only the two statements.
So, you said
Must have
Byakuya
to
was
hold
acting
this
kind
one.
of weird before we found the body.
this is really
But he
weird.
was acting weird.
I don't love it.
How?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check,
That's unnatural react.
The victim was Chihiro, who was...
no, that's
Why
wrong.
would those two be connected though? I'm confused on that.
They're saying it's weird that he knew that Chihiro was the victim.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that.
Yeah, okay, but how does the... Okay, I mean, I guess.
Because
a
up
weird
until
way
we
of doing
actually
it.
discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I think I'm just getting ahead of myself as part of the problem.
I see.
Yeah, I mean,
That's a good answer,
You know,
I
the
must
things.
admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
Okay. What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. He fucking doesn't, dude.
no, why would he care?
I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you?
They keep trying
There
to, like...
must be more to it.
I'm noticing with this trial, they keep trying to, like, make you instantly blame someone rather than actually figure it out, you know?
Yeah.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The differences between this case and other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there? What could it be? Ah, crap. Now this memorizing thing is gonna fucking throw me off.
Hopefully they don't make you use it too much.
Okay. Something about desk
Library
lamp.
door.
Okay.
The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. and I use those same scissors to arrange the body. But
Correct.
Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life. Obviously, somebody else must have had it hidden away somewhere.
Oh. I hit the wrong one. Wait,
You were fine. You were just a little slow.
did it... Okay. The proof that Byakuya did it is hidden within the rope. Okay, yeah. Guess it's possible, but first... The item she's... Hold on. The item she had been bound with was used like rope, but was it actually a rope? No, it wasn't. Byakuya didn't use rope. He used a very specific object. I got it.
The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again?
Oops.
When I want to kill, and I use those same... But Chihiro, it was some kind of...
That's right!
Then there must be some...
Hey, Byakuya.
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Because it wasn't a rope. I'm having I'm having moments where I do really good, and then moments where I just
Actually,
fuck something up.
I'm pretty
It's
sure
fine.
you have seen it before.
You're fine.
Because
fine.
you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
We're not gonna get a perfect score like last time, but that's
An
okay.
extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't
We've
you?
seen him do it.
And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder.
Very true.
And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
Then Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved?
What's
There we
wrong?
go. Starting to
I
piece it
asked you
together.
if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know.
No, we're
but
not done.
still,
We're nowhere
there's
near
something
done.
that's still bothering me.
Not even close.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Wait, what was that just now? Something's not right. Hey, game, stop fighting me. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room. But does that mean... Can I really just accept what Byakuya said as the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what he said.
Genocide
Okay.
Jack's presents, the extension cord, or the scene of the crime.
Okay. So... Sorry, I'm just kind of thinking. I think it would be the scene of the crime, wouldn't it? Because he wouldn't have been able to... Because it's like, if Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room, how would he have gotten in there?
Yeah, there's that.
Like, unless he went to the mailbox and got a handbook or some stupid crap like that.
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well,
I mean...
I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
Okay. Hey, Byakuya, did you just... Did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who'd been so confident up till now, maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey, don't just move on without permission! What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If
I mean,
there's
that's a fair
any
question.
chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Okay. Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. There was something that was switched between the boys' and girls' locker rooms. I feel like there was a few things.
There was a couple things, yeah.
Okay, so what do we have here? We've got the file, Sakura's account, the locker room dumbbell, Mondo's account, card reader, handbooks, broken handbook, Genocide Jack file, Aoi's account, the boys' locker room carpet, 2 locker room posters. That's probably the one.
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Let's go with it. Nailed it.
The proof that
Not
she
bad
was
for
killed
winging it.
somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Wow.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. but I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
Or completely swapped with the other carpet. You know, just a thought. No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. I totally... Okay. It was moved.
You got it.
Again, getting ahead of myself. I'm so sorry. There it is.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
I do like being confirmed correct.
Definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too?
Indeed.
But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think? What? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime,
There was blood on the other carpet, so you couldn't
blood-stained
leave it
poster
alone.
and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire
starting to
room
remember
where the
shit.
murder took place.
There you go.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
My brain is like an old lawnmower. It takes forever to
Why
get
would they
going.
go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms,
Here we
you
go.
have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Okay. Is that right? Could Chihiro really have gone into the boys' locker room somehow? Alright. We're gonna start unraveling more shit. Broken e-handbook.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook! She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
Oh, right. He's the one that pointed that out, isn't he?
Leon's handbook, of course.
No, that's wrong.
It didn't be out yet, but yeah, he did find it.
No, I don't
Like,
think
he was the one
Chihiro
that
used
pointed it out
Leon's
to us when we
handbook.
went to the main hall.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
Rip.
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one.
Very true.
In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup! Hit the nail square on the noggin!
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst! You can't fix an e-handbook! The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring!
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just... wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Bruh. Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room, and Byakuya is the one who did it? Really? No. But still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, Kyoko saving the day. Let's go.
I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Oh.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well,
Let's
all
go.
right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
Interesting.
For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
Kyoko just coming in clutch. So, before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. And where she took us was... I thought so.
Back
The
to the
girls'
scene of
locker
the
room?
crime.
Yep. The girls' locker room.
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
Okay. You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands?
Bro, not the time.
No way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
I can understand why he's like, nope, no thanks.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just... based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura.
Here we go.
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about? That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
At least she's respectful about it, you know?
Yeah, true.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this...
There it is.
What is it? Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were staring widely at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This this girl is
Is what?
a boy.
And there it is.
Boom goes the dynamite.
I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
What? You're
Just
joking,
sunk in.
right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Then it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
Then he was a cross-dresser? Oh, no, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko
I have
wanted to
so
show
many
everyone,
thoughts.
Huh?
I know.
Mm.
We can get through it.
I'm gonna keep that to myself, but
Yes,
oh boy.
That certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
Next time on Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc.
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!